Hello, my name is Jim Pershke. I'm with Vanair Manufacturing. I'm here to talk about our underdeck compressors. Basically, when you go to this style of a compressor, here's the green compressor pump. This is equivalent to what you would buy in a tow-behind compressor. So if you need to operate large pneumatic tools like jackhammers, rock drills, things that require serious amounts of air, you can drive that same compressor from up here. This power takeoff unit is mounted to the side of a transmission. We deliver the power through the drive shaft to the compressor. There's be a set speed of about, let's just say, 1200 engine RPM that would deliver around 125 to 185 CFM of air, which is a large amount of air. If you needed additional power, let's say electricity, we have the ability to connect a generator right to the back of the compressor. Now I can deliver 185 CFM of air along with up to 10,000 watts of electricity. So it gives that truck a lot of power without taking up any bed space on the vehicle and leaving the hitch, which is the most important part, wide open to tow a backhoe or another piece of equipment behind it. To kind of go through the system with you real quick, the control panel starts right here. To start the system, all the operator has to do is just hit the start-stop button. It wakes the system up. It asks him to push the start key again. He hits it, and then it engages the PTO, sends the power into the compressor, and now you've got compressor power. If he needs generator power, the switch here would be in the off position first, switches it on, and now he's got his electricity. There's a breaker panel all built into the system with outlets and everything you need. This is also capable of delivering electricity to a suitcase welder. So now you can even use the generator as your power source for even welding. The receiver tank takes the oil from the compressor and separates the air-oil mixture here and then delivers clean air out the other end. It's got a built-in filtration system, and really it's designed to be very user-friendly, very minimal maintenance. Really all we're asking them to do is change the oil in the system once a year. To monitor the oil changes, this system will tell them exactly when it's due for its maintenance schedules. This also plugs into what we call the truck's J1939. That J1939 protocol gives us a lot of signals off that truck chassis. It'll tell us what the engine RPM is running at. It tells us that the parking brake's been set, that the truck transmission is in neutral or park. When any one of those parameters isn't met, it'll kick the system out automatically, keeping your operators completely safe if in fact something went wrong. With regard to the system itself, if it were to have some type of an over-temperature event, it's going to display on the display panel here and tell them what went wrong. It's also designed to fit a multitude of chassis. This particular design right here would replicate what we call a medium-duty chassis. This would be your Freightliners and your Ford 650 and above, or your International 4300, somewhere in that range. But it's also compatible with a F350, F450, F550 chassis as well. So there's a multitude of ranges of trucks that we can utilize the system on. This cooler here also is integrated into the system, and the compressor runs at very high temperatures, 185 degrees. So what this does is it maintains that 185 degrees by pulling the heat out of the oil, sending it back through the system, and maintaining that perfect environment.